Good evening. Welcome to the Intensive Care Society Awards 2020. I am one of your glamorous hosts, the ICS President, Ganesh Santhulingham.
And I'm your co-host, Sandy Mather, Chief Exec of the Intensive Care Society.
Thank you, Sandy. So 2020 marks 50 years of the ICS. Over the last 5 decades, we've had the privilege of supporting the real talent in our community. What intensive care was back in 1970 is very different to the beginning of 2020. And as our profession evolved, so did the society. Continue to be your collective voice, trying to make sure your voices are heard and to support you through education, research, and all the tools to deliver essential care to the sickest patients in any hospital. Now more than ever, we've been pushed to the extremes. We've gone from being a specialty that people didn't really understand out in the public to being at the forefront. I think in a way where most of us would say, be careful what you wish for, but critical care has become extremely prominent in the last year. Every single member of our community has been instrumental in caring for the nation. We've been tested, we've been pushed to our limits, exposed to unprecedented scenarios, and all of you have been part of that and been through every possible emotion. One thing hasn't changed is that we remain a strong community that's come together to get through the darkest of days. These awards are really a way to bring light back into 2020. They were planned long before COVID came along and to be starting our 50th year and go onward. For obvious reasons, they're having to be online this time around. But they reflect all the contributions you've all made to intensive care. So welcome again to the ICS Awards 2020, and let's celebrate some of the many innovations and great practice that have been ongoing all the way up till now, and including through COVID as well.
There are 6 award categories this year and some special awards as well. We'll be celebrating those with you towards the end of the ceremony, so please do stay right to the end, because we have one additional very special extra award we'd like to celebrate with you. If you have access to Twitter, please tweet, use hashtag ICS Awards 2020, put a photograph of yourself on there. I've been told on Twitter I can have a glass of wine. So cheers, good luck everyone. We'll be recording this evening's ceremony so we can post it on YouTube. And finally, it was really very, very difficult to choose a winner in each category because the quality of submissions was so high. It was just an absolute pleasure and a privilege to be able to be involved in the judging of this ceremony.
Thank you, Sandy. Sandy's got a glass of wine. I think this is the first time I've had a tie on for a Zoom meeting rather than an interview, but it's really the work and commitment that's gone into everyone that's been shortlisted, by everyone that's been shortlisted for the awards today. So welcome aboard. I'm sorry we can't give you a black tie dinner at the Savoy, but hopefully next year. So our first award of the evening is for education. It recognises and rewards an effort by individuals and teams who've developed a sustainable educational programme at local, regional, or national level to improve patient care.
And our shortlisted nominees are Bath Intensive Care Unit T-Trolley Training Team, Andy Aswani, Simon Sparks and colleagues at Guy's and St Thomas's Hospital, London, Theophilus Luke Samuels for the Critical Care Ultrasonography Training Programme, Glenfield Hospital Echo Education Team, John Walmsley, Sarah Frey, Eve Knowles, Alison Scott and Victoria Burton at Lancashire Teaching Hospitals, Shashikumar Chandrasekaria and the Lancashire Teaching Hospital Simulation Team, the Medical Education Team at NHS Blood and Transplant, the Pan London Critical Care Intravenous Therapy Programme, North London Critical Care Networks, the Critical Care Education Team at Royal Papworth Hospital. Stay with me, there's even more. Parjam Zalfagari, Course Director of the Queen Mary University of London, Critical Care Distance Learning Masters, Samantha Hendry and Kelly Beaver at Royal Liverpool University Hospital, Samantha Cook at Greater Manchester Critical Care Skills Institute, Carmel Whiting at the Royal Shrewsbury and Telford Hospitals, Laura Strachan and Richard Appleton for the Scottish Intensive Care Society e-learning modules, Anna Stout and Gilly Fleming for trainee anaesthetists and intensivists in education, the trained group.
Thank you. And so the number of those, and that's the shortlist. So the number of those reflects the quality of applicants that we had. And if you're not on the shortlist and you're watching and listening, then I have to say all the submissions were excellent. So thank you to everyone that submitted. And so the length of that list is a testament to how good they all were and how difficult it was to choose. But having said all that, congratulations to our winner. Moving on to first. So this is the medical education team at NHS Blood and Transport for their organ donation courses. So congratulations to them. The format of this means it's difficult for us to call people up, and so we haven't done that. But I hope they're giving themselves a glass of something and a pat on the back in isolation at home. So this is the medical education team at NHSBT. These free of charge courses are open to all MDT members as well as members of the public. They've been rolled out nationally with places for international observers, so having a global charitable role. The courses, just to give details, include a 2-day course on deceased donation as a SIM course, a 2-day clinical lead for organ donation induction courses, a choose your own organ donation approach for and a theatre ACCP forum theatre, and an ACCP training package. The SIM course held 6 times a year up till now for ICM trainees has led to a number of changes to national guidelines. So well done to all of them. And for those looking for details, it'll be on the NHSBT website.
Thanks, Ganesh. Our next award is for the Best Improvement Project. This award recognises and rewards an individual or team whose project has demonstrated measurable improvement via implementation of a sustainable change in the provision of patient care.
Thank you. So our shortlisted nominees for this award are Fikri Fatlillah at Whittington Hospital for his emergency airway management project, the multidisciplinary tracheostomy team at Wythenshawe Hospital, Joanne McPeak and the Inspire programme, Justin Roberts, Jenny Oakley, Emma Watson, Sean Morgan, Christine Fothergill and Christine Barnes at East Lancashire Teaching Hospital for the hospitals for their IV drug monographs, and the acute multidisciplinary tracheostomy team at Lancashire Teaching Hospitals.
Congratulations to our winner, who is Dr. Brendan McGrath and the rest of the multidisciplinary tracheostomy team for their programme designed to improve tracheostomy care. Their questionnaires and interviews with both patients and staff led to changes in tracheostomy care in 20 NHS hospitals and informed training for over 4,000 staff. The result has been safer, higher quality and more efficient care with a faster conversion to oral intake in patients with tracheostomies. The programme is now being scaled up to a national patient safety improvement programme through NHS England and NHS Wales. So congratulations to them as well.
Congratulations to them and all our winners so far. Next is our Innovation Award. So this award recognises and rewards an individual or team who has developed new innovative ideas, techniques or equipment which have led to significant improvements in patient care.
And our shortlisted nominees are East Sussex Healthcare NHS Trust Post-Critical Care Rehabilitation Group, Cambridge Microarray Investigators CMI Group, led by Dr. Vilas Navapurka at Addenbrooke's Hospital, Sheena Wright at Wrightington, Wigan and Lee NHS Foundation Trust for the risk assessment tool to prevent unsafe redeployment of nursing staff from critical care, and Sam Goodhand at KSS School of Anaesthesia.
Thank you. And our winner is Dr. Sam Goodhand. So Sam devised a credit card sized version of the Joint Difficult Airway Society, ICS, Faculty of Intensive Care Medicine and RCOA guideline for tracheal intubation of critically ill adults, the intubation checklist. It's a full copy of the published guideline, but at credit card size, so it can be attached to an ITU bleep, an on-call bleep, or to any member of staff's ID card lanyard. Following an emergency at work, Sam realised that the usability of the checklist was limited by availability. Much as photographers would say, the best camera is the one in your hand when something happens. All these things are only of use if you can access them. So his innovations received wide exposure on social media and in international journals and made the guidelines accessible by the bedside for during emergencies. So well done to Sam.
Congratulations, Sam. On to our Patient-Centred Care Award. This award recognises and rewards an individual team whose project has demonstrated a patient-centred approach to improving care outcomes.
So our shortlisted nominees for this are Annie Martin at the Royal Papworth, William English and Sarah Bean from the Royal Cornwall Hospitals, the Empower team from University Hospitals Southampton, Frida Burnett from Royal Papworth Hospital, Kate Tantum from University Hospital Plymouth, the PACMEN team from Belfast Health and Social Care Trust, the National ECMO Service from the Royal Papworth Hospital, Annie Martin, Catherine Atkin, Bryony Lewis, Kate Harmon, Ben McCleary and Alaina Eden at Royal Papworth, Altimacheg Sanbaya at the Mongolian National University of Medical Sciences, Claire Randall at the Newcastle upon Tyne NHS Foundation Trust.
And our winner is Kate Tantum for her Rehab Legend campaign. Kate awards staff and patients Rehab Legend status for excellent work or progress in their recovery, handing out badges and light boxes. Kate launched the campaign in June 2018. She's had an enormous amount of plaudits and very well deserved. But since 2018, she's garnered a significant social media following, helping to raise the profile of rehabilitation within critical care. So next time you see a Rehab Legend light box around your unit, be sure, take a photo and continue to help spread the word. Congratulations, Kate.
Congratulations. Well done, Kate. Thank you. So up next, so I'm Sri Lankan. I don't have an accent, but I have trouble with V's and W's, so this one's a bit of a challenge. So the next one up is our Welfare and Wellbeing Award, which recognises and celebrates an individual or team who's prioritised workforce welfare and well-being in the workplace, which I think someone has made up just to challenge me. But it's a really important topic, especially in these times. And over to Sandy for the shortlist.
Thank you. Our shortlisted nominees are the Southmead Hospital ICU consultants, Specialty Lead Aidan Marsh and Educational Supervisor Debbie Harris, East Sussex Healthcare NHS Trust Critical Care Unit, Shashi Kumar Chandrashakaria Lancashire Teaching Hospital, Parnika Sharma Whittington Health NHS Trust, Julie Patrick Heselton Royal Liverpool Hospitals NHS Trust, Gilly Fleming and Anna Stout NHS Lothian, Staff Wellbeing and Diversity Group UCLH.
Okay, and congratulations to our winners. The Staff Wellbeing and Diversity Group at UCLH. This group was, well done to them. This group was formed in late August 2019 to reduce workplace stress and ensure that all staff feel valued at work. It's composed of self-nominated wellbeing champions who are trained to provide advice and support to ICU staff. This initiative has created a strong and close-knit team of high-quality individuals who work well together to deliver safe and high-quality patient care on the ICU. So well done to all of you, and as an example of amazing teamwork.
Congratulations. Now we're on to our penultimate award that will see us step into the realms of research as we recognise and reward a research team whose work has had a major impact on critical care service provision.
Thank you. Our shortlisted nominees are Eve Corner from Brunel University London, Jill Arbane and the research nursing team at Guy's and St Thomas's Hospital in London, obviously, Jerry Nolan from the Royal United Hospital in Bath, and the Royal Liverpool Hospital Critical Care Research Team.
And we're delighted to announce that our winner is Dr. Eve Corner at Brunel University London. Congratulations, Eve. Dr. Corner developed the Chelsea Critical Care Physical Assessment Tool, CPACS, a scoring system that grades and measures patients' functional recovery from critical illness. It's been implemented in 86 hospitals across the UK and also translated into several languages for use internationally. The CPACS e-learning module has also been developed. Before moving on to our final ICS award of 2020, we'd like to take a second and congratulate all of our nominees again. It was no easy task judging your submissions, and we're honoured and inspired to see the incredible work you and our community does. Thank you very, very much. Our judges, after a lot of deliberation, felt it was only right to also highly commend the following pieces of work. Dr. Parjan Zulfagari for the Queen Mary University of London Masters in Critical Care Distance Learning. This course is open to all members of the multi-professional critical care team and trains students via a combination of lectures, self-directed learning tutorials and sim training. Also highly commended was Joanna McPeak and the Inspire team at NHS Greater Glasgow and Clyde. Inspire supports patients and caregivers following discharge from critical care with clinical visits as well as peer and social welfare support. Also highly commended was Alan Vuurstek, Clinical Director of the National Extracorporeal Membrane Oxygenation Service at Papworth Hospital. The ECMO service has led to increased survival rates for patients with severe respiratory disease. And finally, also highly commended, was Shashikumar Chandrasekhara for the LTHTR Crit Awards at Lancashire Teaching Hospitals NHS Trust. This is an event that celebrates the achievements of the ICU team. Patients and families share their experiences of their ICU stay and life post-hospital discharge to help the staff get first-hand feedback of the difference they make to the lives of patients and their families. Congratulations to them all.
Congratulations, and thank you to everyone shortlisted, those highly commended, and the winners. Now, before we finish, we on to our final award of the night, which is a major one. This award is to celebrate an individual for their outstanding contribution to intensive care medicine. It's the Distinguished Membership of the Intensive Care Society, and it's very much my and our privilege and honour to award this to Professor Jerry Nolan. Jerry's been a consultant in anaesthesia and intensive care medicine since 1994. He's been a member of the Society since 93, so that's 27 years. He's an international leader on post-resuscitation care. He's authored over 300 original papers, reviews and editorials around the subject. He's very much a global figure. In 2015, he was appointed Honorary Professor of Resuscitation Medicine at the University of Bristol, and he has a Lifetime Achievement Award in Cardiac Resuscitation Science from the American Heart Association. He's chair of the European Resuscitation Council. He's past chair of the UK Resuscitation Council. He's immediate past co-chair of the International Liaison Committee on Resuscitation, and is founding chair of the National Cardiac Arrest Steering Group. He's editor-in-chief of the journal Resuscitation. Jerry was nominated for an ICS award by one of his colleagues, and this is the real meat of what this is about, isn't it? It shows you the picture of how he's seen by the people that work most immediately with him. And he said the following: "It's hard to believe that a single clinician has had such a profound impact on the care delivered by so many professional groups. He's supportive to junior colleagues, a sage opinion for tricky dilemmas, and is always approachable whether he's in the country or not." So clearly a man with a large mobile bill. Jerry has been an inspiration to generations of critical care trainees and seniors with his honest, common sense approach, allied to his enormous knowledge and experience. Jerry's forthcoming retirement will be a great loss to Bath and wider afield. He's a true medical idol and completely irreplaceable. It's an honour to nominate Jerry for this award, and it only goes a fraction of the way to recognise his incredible career and multitude of achievements. So those are the words from Bath. Obviously a loss to the UK critical care community as well, but he's with us, and we very much hope to have him as a distinguished member for the Intensive Care Society for many meetings and years to come, should he be so inclined. He'd be very welcome. So we're very proud to welcome Prof. Jerry Nolan as a distinguished member of the ICS.
Congratulations.
And welcome, and again, congratulations to all our winners and awardees tonight. So that concludes our session. We'll obviously be able to do this online. We'll look forward to welcoming you in other formats in future, but none of that takes away from the sheer amount and quality of the submissions today, and the commitment and contributions that have gone into promoting critical care and safe care towards patients and looking after each other as staff, evident from all the entries today. So thank you to all of you. Thank you for those of you listening, and well done and good night.
Good night. Well done. Congratulations, everyone.